Anyway, let's look at the first deck that we're playing tonight, and that, my friends, is Mardu Giants. Actually, let's look at something else first. Let's talk before we do that, because originally I was playing Naya Giants because I just assumed that this was the deck. You know, if you're gonna play Giants, this would be the thing, right? This has all the things you expect to see in it in terms of Giants, and I figured Beanstalk would be worth playing, and I definitely figured Great Hinge would be worth playing. But at the end of the day, I thought, you know, Beanstalk actually isn't super good here. It really wasn't as good as I expected. You know, it helps you cast Realm-Cloaked and Amelia's Call and stuff, but it's just not as good as I wanted it to be. It's really not. And because you just don't want to skip your turn 3. You just don't want to do it. And then Great Hinge is really good. Like, Great Hinge is a fantastic Magic card. It's very, very good and probably one of the best cards in the deck, honestly. But I still just wasn't entirely comfortable with this. I felt like it's, like, super linear. The only late game plan it really has is Great Hinge, and it's not good enough in a lot of situations. And I was just losing a lot of games, so I didn't care for it. So I wanted to try something else. That's when I remembered that Kroxa, big boy Kroxa pants, is a giant. I was like, oh yeah, it's a giant. So if that's out and you Realm-Cloaked Giant, you keep Kroxa and everything else dies, so you just win. You win the game in that situation, 9 times out of 10. The only bad thing about Realm-Cloaked Giant is that Bonecrusher Giant is an incredibly heavily played card in the meta, and Realm-Cloaked doesn't pick it up. But we do have like Bloodchief's Thirst and one copy of Scorching Dragonfire, Heartless Act, some Shatterskull Smashing, Hagra Mauling, so we can kill some stuff. We got some good removal in this deck, which is another reason I wanted to switch into black, is to play good removal. So we get, you know, Heartless Act, Bloodchief's Thirst, Hagra. It's all decent stuff. Plus we get Mire Triton to fill the graveyard for Kroxa, and it's a decent card. So I like this deck a little bit more. I haven't just based on the look of it, the cut of its jib, but I haven't actually played like too many games with this deck at all. And now the only white card in it, period, is Realm-Cloaked Giant. And it's kind of weird when our white splash is double white. Like, that's one of the things I hate about this deck. There's a few things about this deck I really don't like care for in terms of like, you know, looking at it through the lens of a deck builder. But like I said, tonight I just want to have fun with a weird, janky idea and see how good we can do with it, right? And just chill, you know, just have a nice chill time. Opponent goes first. We got 2 tap lands, but at least it's a 3-lander and we can curve, so I guess it's okay. Especially if we get an untapped red source, we can curve a whole lot better. Opponent leads on Temple of Epiphany, which is interesting. Yeah, the season just ended, so my rank dropped down to Goldie Hawn because I didn't really do much ranked this season. I spent the last, like, whole week just playing Persona. Like, so much. So much Persona 4. It's been a lot, man. So I just haven't been keeping up with my rank very much. Plus, you know, I've been worried about the impending apocalypse. So, opponent on some kind of Jeskai thing. I wonder if they're doing the turn 4 Dream Trawler build. Could be. I just like Mire Triton this turn. Get a Kroxa and a Heartless Act. That is good. That's a pretty good dump there. Thank you, Triton. Cat Cam! Hey. I could probably just like get rid of the Cat Cam for right now because there's nobody on it. Honestly, what if I just did that? Yeah. Boom. I know it's kind of sad not to have the Cat Cam, and I apologize for that. Do I want this Shatterskull? It's not worth it to take 3 to deal 4. Is it? It's probably just better to Kroxa this turn, honestly. I probably should have gone with Temple. Yeah, let's just go Temple. Get that hot Scribe. Bloodchief's Thirst, I don't think we need it right now. I don't know, maybe they like Narce it next turn or something. I think we could probably just do better. Let's Kroxa. Get rid of a Thundering Rebuke. That's a card you don't see every day. Let's see what they dunk here. It's a Plains. Okay. Opponent with 5 cards. We got 5 cards. And they're just going to scoop. They've decided that they don't want to play this game anymore. They don't even know what we're doing. They just think we're a Mardu Kroxa deck. They don't know. They don't know the true power level of what we're up to. Kaladesh is not a set I remember fondly. It seems like a lot of people do, which is crazy because like when Kaladesh was out, like at first everyone like yelled about Smuggler's Copter until it got banned, and then everyone yelled about Aetherflux Reservoir until it got, or what was it, Aetherflux Reservoir was the good one. That was the fun janky one. Oh my god, Aetherworks Marvel, that's what it was. Everyone, you know, yelled about that, getting an Emrakul for you on turn 4 until it got banned. And then, like, more things happened. Jeez, Energy had to be banned, like, Attune with Ether, and the 3-drop Simic guy that drew a card for you, he got banned. Like, Kaladesh is not a set that I thought people loved. Cat Combo was an Ether Revolt, you know, I still have, like, nightmares about Kaladesh and Ether Revolt standards. Just amazed so many people are, like, excited for it. Walking Ballista's bad for the game? Yeah, I honestly think you could... Yeah, I think you could probably make that call. Yeah, let's just drop it and Mire Triton. Opponent on some sort of possibly Reanimator plan here. I really hope they are. What'd we dunk here? Swamp and a Crystalline Giant. We got another Kroxa. I guess I'll Kroxa again. That seems right. Well, yeah, we're just going to win off the strength of Kroxa. We're not even going to have to escape it, like, ever. You drop a Glass Pool Mimic. What are you doing? I love it. They are ramping with Simic here, so they have crazy stuff. Okay, there's the Plains. Be nice if opponent would do something that we could just like Blood Chief's Thirst, but something tells me they're trying to get to a Cragplate Behemoth that's in their hand. Or maybe it's an Ugin. If they just have Ugin, that's a problem. That's not good. But I want to target for these cards in my hand so I can put more cards in my yard. Let's Cultivate. They released the Kaladesh card list today for Arena. Huh. Yeah, it's another Kroxa. Yeah, I saw a little bit about that going around, but I haven't looked at the list yet. Like I said, I haven't been up for very long. I have the dumbest sleep schedule. My sleep schedule is, like, actually really stupid. I don't know how I got on it. I wake up at, like, 8, and I go to bed at, like, 1 in the afternoon. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. That does not make sense. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and get a counter on this. Why isn't haste one of the counters I can get? Because I guess you'd hate it if it got haste like any other turn besides the first one. Kind of be lame. What you gonna do? You gonna into the Royal? Are you a kicker deck? Have you been a kicker deck this whole time? Neither one of us have revealed our true power to our opponent yet. What's up, Dr. Awesome? Good to have you in here, my friend. You work your most productive hours, that's all. Yeah, that's basically, I think, what it is. Like, I've been allowed now to set my own hours, and apparently this is what my body wants to do, and I hate it. The Realm-Cloaked Giant. Well, let's go for Mechagodzilla. Our opponent is... They have a Haymaker in their hand. You know they do. But maybe all will be well. Ooh, Epiphany. That is a Haymaker. That is nasty stuff right there. Alright, Triton. Opponent about to have 4 cards. We can escape Kroxa as soon as we get another Black Source. Mana's been, like, really wonky this game. We haven't gotten a single, like, dual-colored land. Which makes me wonder if we're going to draw a Temple soon, which would just be tragic. It's not the way I want things to go down. Killed a Goose. They have Epiphany. Well, there's Kroxa mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, though, so we can't do it. Wonder if we can get them to Epiphany this Blood Chief's Thirst. No, that would have been too cool. Alright. Well, let's get in. They've only got 2 cards. I mean, it's about to be 3 cards, but... It's like, game's not over. Opponent goes to 10 here off the food sack. Food sack. Can't believe you aren't watching Raw. Yeah, Ryan, I'll catch it when it comes on Hulu at like 6 in the morning. Yeah, it's kind of how the stream has fell the last few times as I miss wrestling, but like, it's fine. I don't like to miss pay-per-views because I have WWE Network and it's like $10 a month, so like the only use I get out of it is pay-per-views, so I don't like to miss those. But I really don't mind missing like Raw or SmackDown. I'll just catch the replay later. Godzilla's on the table. It flies. Opponent to 8. In the turn. We might be able to pull this off. Opponent's like, why are you doing this? Why are you playing Mecha Godzilla? I mean, that's like the 3rd one they've had to deal with, I think. At least the 2nd. Yeah, 3rd. Inscription. These 2 dudes back to our hando. Interesting. 1/2 mana open, both of it green. What do you do with that? Let's see if they scry to the top here. Scry 1 to the top. They do have this, so they technically have 3 mana open. I wonder if it's Dispute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really would like another land before I try to Kroxa here. But I also know that if I let them untap with this amount of mana, we will never resolve a Kroxa again. So they're definitely daring us to do it. But I think they have Dispute. I'm pretty sure they have Mystical Dispute right now. But even if they dispute a Kroxa, like, we can just Tectonic Giant, maybe even Mecha Godzilla next turn. But we can definitely like Giant into Mire Trident. That's a thing to do. Well, we're going to try to Kroxa here. See how that works out. I think they've got Dispute, dude. All day. No? Okay. Man, that just straight hit the table. They gotta have some kind of answer for it. Mimic in the yard there. They have blue right here. I saw somebody say no blue for Dispute. They have... This is a blue source. Might as well. Oh, then they can... Yeah, don't block. Don't do it. Let's go down to starting life total. Then they at least have to 2 this. They can Blood Chief's Thirst and Mire Trident. Oh no, we can only... Yeah, we can only Blood Chief's Thirst. Really wish we could get another land. How many cards are in our yard? 4. Not bad. So let's Thirst this Thugan, especially while they can't Epiphany it. Epiphany's going to be a problem, though. You think the dual land situation and Standard is contributing to the diversity? In some ways, yes. I think that's not a bad take at all. I think when we get the rest of the pathways, that'll be a game changer for some decks. But that'll probably just increase the diversity even more, honestly. So in some ways, you could argue that it's bringing it down. In some ways, it's increasing it. You know, some decks aren't powered up, and in some ways, that increases diversity. It allows other decks to thrive. All right, so we got a 7th mana here, and that's good because we can double spell the way I want to. Although if we Mire Trident this turn, we have enough for Kroxa next turn. So that's definitely something we need to remember. I think I want to try and resolve Tectonic Giant, let that get Epiphanied, and then Mire Trident. Let's see if that's the way that goes down. Actually, I'm going to pay 3 for my Shatter Skull Smashing first, and then Tectonic Giant. I'm doing that just in case there is a Mystical Dispute in their hand that they'd rather use. They're thinking about it. If you don't get rid of it, it will provide card advantage that you really don't want me to have. So this is the right time in the game to play Tectonic Giant, like once your opponent has fewer cards in their hand. Alright, that does get Epiphanied. They return the Skyclave to their hands so they can kick it. The thing is, if they kick it, that's nothing but good news. Alright, there's 6 cards in the yard right now. Kroxa costs 5, right? So I could actually get away with a Mecha Godzilla doing it. Hexproof, that's good. Really good. What does Mrs. Dev think about your sleep schedule? I mean, she participates in it too. It's her sleep schedule as well. She doesn't seem to mind. I think she's still napping right now, actually. If she can sleep, because like my office is right across the hall from the bedroom, so like I might be waking her up. But I gotta wake. Wake is important. There's no cat cam. Where are the cats? Yeah, Chittering Hobo, sorry. Ziggy is in the bottom of the cat tree, so you can't see him right now. I just let Waverly out because she was yelling to be let out, like right before the stream started. So there just aren't cats up there. So if a cat jumps up there, I'll turn the cat cam back on. Opponent is salting us, I think. I mean, I've roped a couple times in this game making decisions, but this is long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open for our opponent, which is enough to Epiphany. We have to keep that in mind. Metallic Mimic is in Kaladesh Remastered. God, I love Metallic Mimic, dude. I miss that card so much. That was maybe my favorite card in Kaladesh block. So good. Gilded Goose comes down. Dope. Okay. So I Triumph, so we finally got another land. I'll help us cast Realm-Cloaked Giant. That's good. Should I actually save this for cycling? Nah. Kroxa and get a card out of their hands. Well, actually, hold on here. I'm thinking of Martridening this turn. Heartless Sack, Gilded Goose. Get in. Put him at 5. I don't know. It's best to do this, right? It's best to Kroxa. I think it's best to Kroxa. Because, like, the only thing that gives me pause is that we're getting rid of the other Kroxa in our yard when we don't have to do that. But I don't know if we're going to get another chance at escaping this game, honestly. So, like, if it gets countered, that's fine. Well, it didn't get countered. Gilded Goose in the yard. Oh, is it nothing but Garbo in your hand? That'd be great. Oh, gets the counter. Let's get in. They're probably just going to block with Goose. No. Go up to 11. They don't block. Go down to 7. Gotta find an answer this turn, though. Guess they don't know we're holding a Heartless Act. They're looking at it. They're highlighting the crap out of it. Ooh, we're going to copy it. Interesting. Okay. We have 2 Realm-Cloaked Giants. Play the game, Harding. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, love. You're correct. I just said, you know, sometimes you got to do some thinking. Alright, our turn here. We get another land. I guess that's something. Let's make another Wide Source, because why not? Now I kind of wish we would have saved this for cycling. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and Heartless Act this Goose. They're going to make a food. They're really at 10, which means they're really at 6. This has been a good game of Magic. This has been a very good game of Magic so far. I've enjoyed it. It's Martrident. Just a couple of lands in the yard. That's precisely what I wanted. Flying. That's a good ability when you're trying to close the game. Let's go. Let's go! Alright, 5 cards in the yard. We just need 1 more here. They're just going to make a creature out of that Haven. Well, it's a blocker. That's all they need. Well, that'll kill our own Martriton. But this wins the game for us. Let's Kroxa. Burn him for 3. They're going to good game us. Thank you for the good game, opponent. No, good game you. Because it was. It was a very good game. Actually, let's finish him with the Kroxa with style. That's style, baby. Let's go. Wow. In the deck tech, I was like, I don't think we're going to escape Kroxa too much. What, have we escaped Kroxa twice this game? Hot sauce. It's pretty good. Mardu Giants, y'all. Secret tech. We're doing it. I'm playing right now looking at 234 tokens on his side. Yeah, Aquafina. Scoot Swarm is a hell of a drug. It's a pretty serious card, man. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty insane when you think about it that, like, on this channel, we haven't, like, just completely janked out with Scoot Swarm yet. We haven't done it. Do I want to ship this? This isn't the best looking hand in the world. Mull that. Oh, this is so much better. Look at that. Look what a mulligan can do for you. It's gorgeous. I don't want the Charger, but it is like the best card, like the best threat in the hand. But I think the old combo of Triton Kroxa is where we want to be. We should just be playing Kroxa. Like, the Kroxa deck. It's so good. All right. Dun 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 dun. Sabai Triome. What you gonna do about that, buddy? Scootate is a super fun deck. Just went to 500 plus. Yeah, once it's at like 200, it gets to 1,000 pretty quick. Kind of amazing the game hasn't spazzed out yet. Well, we're dead. I think we're dead. Man. What am I doing? Mire Trident. Can't block the Fervent Champions. Well, it can block the Fervent Champions. It's not going to. At least it gains a couple of life. I'll take it. Jeezy crazy. You know, I tried to play a mono red deck last night. I tried to play mono red Furor of the Bitten. So I saw it on Twitter, and apparently it did well at some such event. I can't remember which. But it looks really interesting to me. It's a super low curve mono red deck that plays. If you don't know, Furor of the Bitten is a 1-mana red enchantment that gives a creature +2/+2. It has to attack every turn. And I really thought that deck looked super interesting. It's terrible. It's really bad. Deck is bad. Deck is bad. It's so bad. I was taken aback by exactly how bad that deck was. But anyway, jeez. That's Mire Trident. I think it's better than Heartless Acting right now. Although, I mean, they'll probably just cleave this turn, complete the trifecta of crazy cards. No, they don't. Ooh, this is where I wish we could Realm-Cloak to, like, get to Realm-Cloaked Giant. Yikes. 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 Fervent. Man, mono red. Mono red. What a deck. What a cool deck you are. I don't get mad at mono red players because, like, I've laddered with mono red a bunch of times. I can't say nothing. I can't say jack, kid. I do it all the time. Sure. I guess we'll Kroxa. Get that card out of your hand, son. You holding a cleave? No, it's a Kargan Intimidator. Alright. Well, let's say go and kill their Annex when it swings in. That's a cleave. That's a cleave all day, baby. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We take 10 because they'll pump Intimidator. And we die unless we get a Realm-Cloaked. Let's go. Let's go. Realm-Cloaked Giant this turn. We're pulling off the top. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. Let's go. Let's go. Not a Bonecrusher in hand or a shock. Oh, it's a Bonecrusher. We'll never know. We'll never know. I bet it is a Realm-Cloaked sitting on top, too. I just bet it is. But I bet there was probably no way we were beating the Bonecrusher. Even if we had Realm-Cloaked, so. Mono red. You drop games to mono red. We've all done it. It's fine. They're going to cut in this card. Shatterskull Charger. I just don't think it matters enough that it's a giant. Sabai Triome. Turn 1. This time it's elementary. We got to do it. If you're awake, if you're on at 3 a.m. EST, I'll unfortunately be awake to watch Secret Insomnia streams. Diatobe. Insomnia, in solidarity? Insomnia solidarity. There's a word there somewhere. There's a way to make that clever. It's Triton. Gruul plays Maze Mine Tome on 2. That's... At least they bought him the card. We get a Kroxa. Areno really wants us to have these two cards. Triton and Kroxa. Ew. Ugh. Ew. Yuck. 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 Gross. Ew. Just scoop to this Clothis. Seriously. Clothis is terrible news. That's really bad. Oh, that Kroxa is... Or Kroxa. The Clothis is so terrible, dude. God, do I hate that. Do I hate that so much. Oof. Oof. Alright, let's give him some more fuel. Who plays Clothis in the main deck? Who does that? Apparently a very smart person. I am a very smart person, TMCR. Yep, there goes Kroxa. Can't win that way this game. I don't know what we can do about this. I really don't know if we have an answer to this at all. Who does? Eat to extinction? Is that a thing you could do? I guess extinction event could work. Well, I guess we just try to get in all the damage that we can as quickly as possible, right? What I like doing is Bonecrusher this turn, and just the creature half, I think. Charger next turn. Oh, man. Can we hold on? Can we do it? Can we beat this Clothis? That's the real question. Clothis is so good. It's good tech against the deck. Yeah, it is. What a riot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, lovely. Bravo. Oh, man. Maybe it is time to play Brash Taunter again. I saw Saffron Olive tweet earlier today, I think, that, like, you know, it's a sign of a healthy meta that some decks literally cannot beat a Brash Taunter. You've just seen an example of it. There's just, we can't beat that card. We're not going to beat it. Oh, my jeez. Oh, boy. Whoo! 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 That was great. Man, I can't even be mad about losing to Brash Taunter, man. That's one of my favorite cards in Magic right now. Oh, man, you lose to Stuffy Doll in Standard, you have to respect it. And no, Scorching Dragonfire doesn't work. Oh, boy. I'm going to keep this hand even though it's really bad. I'm still reeling from the Brash Taunter. Oh. What do you do against Taunter, man? That's hilarious. Oh my god, just instant loss. Let's go ahead and kill this so we don't mill any cards. Maybe we should have let them mill us like one time so that it'll aid a Kroxa or something. Hey, they got another one. It'll work. We will be milled. At least we don't get milled twice. Hey, they put a Kroxa in our yard for us. It's kind of work I want to see, boys. Let's swamp, right? Yeah, swamp. Mecha Godzilla! Mecha Godzilla! With reach. That actually could do a thing in this match. Is that all useless cards? Yes. Well, I mean, I guess Bonecrusher's fine. Did we just become best friends? Let's... Yeah, let's try them. Right? No. No, I want this. I want the giant. I'm greedy. Plus, this might just get a counterspell out of their hand. Let's see. Why don't we? You're going to drown us in the lock? You are. You're going to do exactly that. What you going to do, baby? You're going to get trample. You're going to trample some fools. All right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. E2 Extinction. E2 Extinction would be a good one against Taunter. Rah, rah, Rasputin. So we just, like, get a free Kroxa this turn? I guess they Heartless Act it, but... We get a free Kroxa. Let's go. That'll do. That'll do, pig. And if it dies, we have enough to escape it again, so... I mean, Kroxa is the best card against their deck, so... I guess we're in a decent position. Get rid of an End of the Story, which would have been a really good card for them to have. Maybe they have another. In the, you know that Rogues deck I showed you guys earlier, like the very beginning of the stream? End of the Story is seriously like the best card in that deck. End of the Story is back-breaking. It's so good. Well, it's Kroxa again. Seems right. Do we need any of these cards in our yard for any reason? Nah. I probably should play like one Agadeem's Awakening in here, just in case. They drop a Mystical Dispute. I wonder what this card is, then. It's very interesting. No, let's end the turn. Appreciate, by the way, the follow from Space Shuttle 123422. Also, Corvo666, you followed. I don't... Pedestrin Quinto has followed. I did that wrong. Oh, Ajay has followed 43 minutes ago. We won the game while I was reading. They just decided they didn't want to beat... They didn't want to go for Kroxa. They just didn't want to do it. So apparently this deck is weak to mono red. But we beat other decks, so that's good. What have we beaten? We beat some sort of Simic ramp control thing. And then we beat whatever that was. I guess it was Rogues? Blue-Black Mill. It's a good game, opponent. I don't think I got a chance to good game you there. I apologize. So let's try at least one more with this deck before we switch over to Kicker. Kicker, I'm pretty sure, will be a miserable deck. But I at least want to try it out. Opponent goes first. I believe they've taken a mulligan here. Yeah. Midwest Mystic plays Archpriest. Oh, it's some kind of party deck. I like it. I like it already, guys. Throw down Swamp, say go. Especially like having 2 removal spells in our hand against a party deck. That seems nice. Magistrate. I like it. Like everything you're doing over there, partner. I really do. Sego. Oh, gift subs. Wow, that was loud. Trudy gifting the tier 1 sub. Why can't I say it? To Odaigara the Great. Yeah. Odaigara the Great? That's right. Sorry. I'm really bad at names tonight. I'm going to Dragonfire the Magistrate so that we can play Bonecrushers, I guess. Yeah, I want Godzilla this turn, I think. See, the struggle I'm in right now is whether or not to, you know, how to play these lands, because eventually we might have to... Ooh, Skyclave Apparition. It's not even a party thing. But eventually we might have to play a Realm-Cloaked Giant. And we need white mana to do that. But I have to play Needle Verge as a red source. What I could also do is... Well, I still play Needle Verge as a white source here. Mire Triton Heartless Act the Skyclave Apparition on their turn. And then play Tectonic next turn. Problem is, I can't play Tectonic next turn if I make this a white source. I'll make it a red source anyway. I'll do it. God. It's a little awkward. I just feel like eventually we'll probably need to Realm-Cloaked Giant against this deck. Robert O. the Rich. Do I let them get a card so I can surprise block? Right, if they get in with this, they'll get a card off of it, but then we can Heartless Act the Skyclave Apparition, block with the 3/3 token, which I think is the right thing to do. Well, at this point, I guess I can just go bop. Let's go ahead and do it. Then you don't get a card at all. Loser! No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Opponent is not a loser at all. I guess I'll go ahead and wipe their board because we get to keep a 3/3. And yeah, that exchange looked very, very good to me. So, cool. I'll go ahead and passage for a white. Maybe I should have, yeah, I should have maybe Triomed. Although now I'm thinking about using the Triome to draw cards, so. Like, I think we might have it in the bag. Opponent on 4 cards now. They look to be stuck on lands. There's a Fabled Passage. Have I missed any, like, bits or anything tonight? I guess not. I thought for a second that I had. Merriment is a good Magic card. It's such a good Magic card, dude. They'll go to 8 if we do the 3 to them this turn, and we have other cards I'd like to play anyway, so... Let's do that, and then Tectonic Giant after damage is dealt. Well, we can put him at 6, actually. We put him at 6 and play Bonecrusher, which I actually like a little bit more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well... Yeah. No. No, I'm going to Tectonic, and I'm going to... They gave me the hello. I'm thinking. Sometimes people think when they play Magic. Well, in the turn... Which one is this? Lifelink. Oh, it's Lifelink. Kind of messes up my math a little bit, but not too much. They have to be able to remove one of these Tectonics, and really they need to be able to remove both of them, to be honest. I was hoping to go face with the Bonecrusher, but we probably are going to have to kill the Lifelink guy. They good game us. And we tell them good game. GG, opponent. Some really good games tonight, honestly. Not bad at all.